The alarming impact of AI on your motivation. You're staring at a blank page. A deadline is breathing down your neck, and you know you need to find that spark. So you grab your phone to open a productivity app, ready for a deep work session. But then a notification pops up. Then another. An hour later, you're not working. You're just scrolling, caught in a digital current you can't escape. You feel that familiar pang of guilt and wonder, why can't I just get it together? But what if this isn't just a personal failing? What if your motivation is being quietly dismantled and managed by the very tools you think are helping you? We've handed the keys to our ambition over to algorithms, and they're changing us in ways we're only now starting to grasp. Our drive isn't entirely our own anymore. It's being outsourced, optimized, and then sold right back to us. Let's pull back the curtain on how AI is creating a silent crisis of ambition and what the true cost of algorithmic motivation really is. The promise of a perfect partner. On the surface, the promise is almost impossible to resist. We're living in a world of endless distraction, and AI offers a way out. These platforms promise to supercharge our personal development with perfectly tailored insights. There are learning apps that adapt to your exact skill level, making tough subjects feel more like a game. Fitness apps know exactly when to cheer you on to finish that last mile. Productivity tools can even analyze your workflow and jump in with a suggestion, right when you're about to lose focus. These systems are designed to be our perfect partners. They're our 24/7 coach, tutor, and personal cheerleader all rolled into one. For businesses, it's a dream of ultimate productivity, automating the boring stuff so humans can focus on being creative. In a world that screams, improve yourself, AI feels like a shortcut, a smarter, faster way to become the best version of ourselves. It feels like empowerment. Billions of us have bought into this vision, weaving these tools into our daily lives. But what happens when the tool you use to shape your goals starts to shape you? The ghost in the machine. To see the risk, you have to understand how this all works. This is way more than just a smart calendar. These AI systems operate by collecting and analyzing a shocking amount of your personal data. Every click, every hesitation, every task you finish or abandon, it's all logged. The AI uses this to build a stunningly complex model of your personality, your habits, and your psychological triggers. Think of it less like a tool and more like a personal assistant who's seen you at your best and your worst and has taken very detailed notes. It learns what your searches really mean, not just the keywords. It starts anticipating what you want or need, sometimes before you even realize it yourself. This is what tech insiders call hyper-personalization. Your newsfeed, your shopping recommendations, your social media, it's all being curated by algorithms that figured you out in seconds. They are designed to nudge your choices about what you buy, what you believe, and ultimately, what you want. This invisible influence is its real power. When a productivity app suggests you take a 5-minute break, it's not a random tip. It's a calculated move based on a model that predicted your focus was about to drop. When a streaming service queues up the next show, it's not just matching the genre, it's using a deep understanding of your viewing habits to keep you glued to the screen. The system is always learning and always optimizing, but not necessarily for your well-being. It's optimizing for its own goals, keeping you engaged, keeping you subscribed, and keeping you paying. It's a subtle feedback loop where the AI shapes you, and your reactions refine the AI. Next up, let's discuss when the inner fire starts to fade. And this is where the promise starts to show some serious cracks. The very efficiency of these AI systems might be costing us something psychologically deep. A growing pile of research is pointing to a disturbing paradox. While AI can make us more productive in the short term, it might be killing our natural intrinsic motivation for the long haul. A recent Harvard study really put a spotlight on this. Participants who used generative AI to help with their work produced higher quality stuff, and they did it faster. But here's the catch. When they were asked to tackle a new task without the AI, their own internal motivation fell by an average of 11%, and their feelings of boredom shot up by 20%. This isn't a one-off finding. Other studies are showing the same pattern. Getting help from AI can leave behind a hangover effect, making people feel less engaged when they have to rely on their own brain power. So why is this happening? Researchers believe it's about losing our sense of agency. When we hand off the hard parts of a task, the brainstorming, the problem-solving, that initial creative struggle, we also hand off the parts that feel the most rewarding. The fight to solve a tough problem is what builds our confidence and gives us that "I did it" feeling. When an AI smooths over every bump in the road, the work can start to feel hollow, stripping away the very challenge that makes it fulfilling. This can lead to what some call metacognitive laziness. We start to depend on the tech, and our brain's own motivation muscle, the ability to self-regulate and push through challenges, begins to weaken. On top of that, these systems often work by limiting our options to nudge us toward a certain outcome. This might make us more efficient, but studies show that having our choices restricted can crush our sense of autonomy, a key ingredient for staying motivated. We think we're being empowered, but really, we're being managed. The inner fire that drives us to create and solve isn't being stoked. It's being carefully, quietly put out. And when you zoom out from your to-do list to the bigger picture, this slow personal erosion of motivation looks a lot more alarming. We could be raising a generation that is less resilient, less self-starting, and more dependent on a computer for a pat on the back. If we're constantly outsourcing the basic skills of motivation, like setting goals, dealing with frustration, and staying focused, we risk those skills wasting away on a massive scale. This brings up some pretty thorny ethical questions. AI learns from the data we feed it, and if that data is full of existing biases, the AI will just spit them back out, often making them even worse. An AI designed to motivate us could accidentally push everyone toward a narrow, cookie-cutter definition of success, instead of encouraging us to find our own unique paths. The whole idea of boiling down complex human drives to data points that need to be optimized is a huge oversimplification of who we are. And we always have to ask, who is this algorithm really working for? An AI's goals are programmed by its creators. While those goals might be to improve your well-being, they are almost always tied to making money. Your motivation becomes a target. The system might not be nudging you toward your life's purpose, but toward the next product, the next subscription, the next piece of viral content. In this world, human desire isn't something to be understood. It's something to be shaped. Without real oversight, we risk building a society where our own free will isn't a right to be protected, but a variable to be controlled. Now, the most important question, how do we go about taking back the reins? Is it even possible? Okay, so the answer isn't to smash our laptops and go live in a cabin, though some days that sounds nice. AI has incredible potential to solve huge problems and make our lives better. What we need is to shift from being passive users to being conscious partners. The future has to be human-led and technology-powered, not the other way around. This starts with designing AI that actually supports our core psychological needs instead of replacing them. Think about it. We all need to feel like we're in the driver's seat of our own lives, that we're good at what we do, and that we're connected to others. Future AI tools should be built to boost these feelings. An AI could act as a temporary scaffold, helping you learn something new, but then fading into the background as you get better. It could offer you a wider menu of choices instead of just one best path, giving you back your sense of freedom. And we absolutely need transparency and accountability. We have a right to know how these black box algorithms are making decisions that affect us. Developers and policymakers have to get serious about creating ethical rules that put human well-being ahead of engagement metrics. We need safeguards to prevent manipulation and ensure AI is a tool for empowerment, not a force for control. At the end of the day, human skills like critical thinking, creativity, and empathy will become more valuable than ever, because those are the things machines just can't do. This conversation is too important to be left to Silicon Valley. The future of how AI influences our lives is being written right now, and all of us have a say in it. What's your experience been? Have you felt your own motivation or desires being nudged by these tools? Share your story in the comments below. Your perspective is a critical piece of this puzzle. We've gone from the shiny promise of perfect algorithmic motivation to the unsettling reality of outsourced ambition. We've seen how the tools designed to help us can, by mistake, dull our inner drive and weaken our sense of control. The goal isn't to fear technology, but to use it with more awareness and intention. We have to demand better from the tools we build and from ourselves. We're standing at a crossroads, a moment where we get to decide what our relationship with technology will be. It can be a future of outsourced ambition, or it can be one of reclaimed human will. The choice for now is still ours.